Have Dunya come to my office immediately. It is a matter of urgency.
Yes, sir, General Rykov. Done. That was the General. He wants to see you in his office right away.
Oh?
He says it's urgent.
Well, then it must be, my love. This will have to wait for another time.
We have a buyer.
It's about time.
Our precautions have made things proceed much more slowly than I had originally anticipated. It is unfortunate we have had to wait before obtaining the artifact, but it was necessary.
So, this is our next step?
You should get your gear together and leave tonight while the opportunity remains. When you arrive at Zeta Site, there will be no one but Iron Bears there to greet you.
I assume the Iron Bears won't be blamed for this breach.
Of course not. Ivan has taken care of the details. Once you're ready to go, meet Chekhov in the cargo bay. He has one final piece of equipment you will be needing.
Yes, sir, General.
Dunya, the artifact is several levels below the guard station, and Eisenberg has already lost a team of synthetics attempting to retrieve it. Be careful, Dunya.
Yes, General.
Everything ready?
Yeah, Xavier will have quite a hangover in the morning. He might even think he stole the artifact himself.
Good. I doubt the Major would approve of the General's methods.
Well, she didn't serve on Korari, now did she?
Yeah, and I'd stow it if I were you. You don't want to see her pissed off. Major?
Is everything ready?
Yes, sir.
Then let's proceed. Becker, Serge, you are with me. Popov, I want you here in the APC. Chances are we will be coming out hot.
You got it.
Sir, are you listening? Sir?
You took longer than expected. I trust you have arrived at the chamber.
I believe so, sir. Is this channel secure?
Yes, quite. The others, they are with you.
No, sir, they are not.
They knew the risks and the reward. Let us make sure their efforts are not wasted. What do you see?
I am in a large chamber. It appears different from the ruins I've been in before. I see the artifact. It appears to be floating, no, suspended in some sort of field.
That's as we expected. Eisenberg Synthetics made it almost this far. They just didn't make it back. We do have some poor quality transmissions of what they saw there, however.
Dunya, that was Dr. Post. He is going to give you instructions on using the device.
I doubt you're going to like this very much.
What I like is of little concern, Doctor.
No, I suppose not. If you look at the back of the device, you can see it has a peculiarly shaped extrusion.
Yes, with 4 prongs coming out of it.
Yes, that's it. What you have is called a worm device. As far as we can tell, this is a fairly standard interface for pilot computer tech. Once you plug the device in, it should interface with the pilot systems that are still online and start shutting them down one by one.
How long will that take?
That's the tricky part. There's no telling how much of the tech there is still functioning correctly. Our tests show it could take several hours if things are really bad.
That could be a problem, Doctor. You told me this would take only minutes.
Well, it would if everything were...
Dunya, you cannot spend several hours down there alone.
That's just it, sir. I was fighting for my life up until the moment I entered the chamber. When I did, the aliens they just stopped.
It's likely they have some aversion to this area. After all, it was obviously an important place when the pilots built it. Dr. Morita once speculated that the aliens might have a hive memory which allowed...
Dunya, once you activate the device, be prepared to get out as quickly as possible. If there is any trouble, leave the artifact. It can be retrieved later, once the device has managed to disable the pilot tech.
Just the same, sir. I would prefer not to have to come down here a second time if I can avoid it. So, that is it. Just plug it in, and this thing starts shutting systems down at random.
That's it. The pilot systems are remarkably intelligent and robust. It's only a matter of time before the surviving systems figure out how to turn everything back on again. So you must retrieve the artifact quickly.
Dunya, keep your comlink open and inform us as soon as anything changes. Good luck.
Yes, sir. General?
Go ahead.
I have inserted the device.
Good. Now we wait.
Shit.
Dunya, what has happened?
I think I'm in trouble. It looks like turning off the artifact has caused a cascade of other failures. The entrance to the chamber has collapsed.
Can you find another way out?
Oh, there are other exits. Hopefully one will lead to the surface.
Then we
I'm on it. General, I've reached the surface.
We've located you. There's an APC just a few clicks away. They're turning on their transponder now. You should be able to get a bearing on them with your motion tracker.
Yes, sir. I'll see you at the pods.
Major?
I'll drive. I have the artifact, General.
Excellent work, Dunya. Ivan will be waiting when you arrive at Pod 5. He will handle it from there.
As you say, sir. Sir?
Yes, Major?
Zeta Site, it was just as you suspected. It's not purely pilot technology. Someone or something has been there before us.
I'll expect a full report tomorrow. No details are to be left out.
Yes, sir, General.
Damn, I hate pulling lift duty.
You and me both.
Hey, you mind if I take a smoke?
You can do whatever you want, Jerry. Just make sure you do it where I can smell it.
Yeah, all right. I'll be back in a minute.
Hey, Jerry,
Yeah?
be careful. Those things will kill you.
Yeah.
What the?
Perhaps it was just the room they were afraid of.
Do you hear what you're saying? They aren't afraid of anything.
No, not normally.
Dunya, we're showing a breach at the waterwalk. Aliens have entered Pod 5.
There's no response from the guards there, sir.
Sir, you don't think this has anything to do with the artifact?
I don't know yet, but I want you to go to Storage C and get the artifact. It must be moved off Pod 5 and secured. Is Dimitri there? Dimitri, I want you to meet Chekhov at the waterwalk on the double. Dunya, contact me the moment you have the artifact.
Yes, sir, General.
Another time then.
Another time, love. General,
Go ahead, Dunya.
the artifact. It's gone, sir.
Gone? What are you saying, Dunya? Someone took it?
Something took it. Not an alien, sir. Something I've never seen before. It was standing there, and then it just disappeared. The air seemed to shimmer where it had been standing.
Dunya, get out of there, now!
But, General, it could not have taken the artifact very far. I can follow it with the motion tracker.
No, the artifact is of no importance now. Dunya, Eisenberg's men have blown the walks to pods 2 and 4. Get down to the cargo lift. This is an order. We are evacuating the pod.
I want the turrets armed for anything, inside or outside of the perimeter, that doesn't respond to IFF.
There will be hell to pay if one of the technical staff forgets his badge.
We'll worry about that if it happens. For now... Good. Dunya, we're leaving the pod.
Yes, sir. And Dmitri, he's already evacuated?
No. We'll reassess once we're off the pod.
But Dmitri...
Hasn't been heard from since he was sent to secure the breach. Aliens are still flooding into the pod. We have no choice but to assume that he has failed.
Chekhov, he was supposed to be with you.
He never arrived, Dunya.
General, we cannot just leave him.
Dunya, you have your orders. I will not allow you nor anyone else to sacrifice... What the hell?
Yes, good secure, General. Coming down the core lift.
Dmitri, proceed to the cargo bay. We're evacuating Pod 5.
Already on my way. ETA 2 minutes. Request you secure the area until I arrive.
The cargo bay will be secured.
Very well. Dmitri, Dunya will hold the bay until you arrive. I will see you both on the ground.
You have my word on it, General. You should have reported in sooner. The General assumed.
Believe me, I tried. I made a detour through the excavation storage before going to the walkway. I must have just missed Chekhov.
Excavation? The explosion?
I sealed the breach. Permanently.
Oh, it looks like our scientist friends will be bringing water up the lifts from now on. Rykov told Eisenberg connecting to the pumping station was a risk. As usual, he would not listen.
Sounds like someone else I know.
Lucky for you. Now let's get the hell off of this pod. I have a promise to keep.
Yes, sir.
There is no way to save it, General?
We have done all we can. Once the lift broke away, we lost all hope of regaining the pod. We must cut our losses before the aliens find a way to spread to the other pods.
And what of the creature I saw?
It would seem that it found what it was looking for.
What about those remaining in the pod?
They are already dead. Sever the pod, General.